What's up, everybody? Since you nerds wouldn't let Daniel's son rest, and now there's another Karate Kid movie coming out, we figured us here at Certified Bad Takes will take you on a little walk of Kung Fu Nation to make sure that you know how to defend yourself with some of the best fighting movies out there. I'm your host, as always, the big homie, the Mr. Whatcha? Mr. I got Kung Fu bitches around the corner, Karsten. I'm going to pass it over to the white sensei. Mr. He's on top of the mountain doing Tai Chi, but then it starts to rain, so his hair gets wet. Looks a little rough. My boy, Axel.
What up?
Then I'm going to toss it over to the kid in the back of the class. He might be quiet, but if you look away, he's going to do something crazy in the fight. You're going to be mad you missed it. Ben.
Hello.
And then finally, I'll pass it over to the old master, who may look like he's a little broken down, but as soon as he gets out the chair, that's your ass. Eric.
Yep, I'm here with the only right opinions you'll hear all day.
I don't know. He might have to get karate chopped to the throat. He's going to say something wild.
I've seen all these movies. I know how to defend myself.
You ain't seen some of mine. So yeah, go ahead.
I got built-in weapons. I got metal rods I can pull out in your ass.
Don't worry. The first movie he's going to pick is going to be Kung Fu Panda. We all know that, so we're good to move on.
Whoa, not first, maybe second.
Don't you be hating on Kung Fu Panda?
I mean, it's a solid movie, but is it one of the best fighting movies ever?
Supposed to be looking for the best movies?
Nobody told me that.
All right,
this is why this is why it's certified bad takes, not certified good takes. You don't come here to know what's good. You come here to hear some terrible shit. Viewers, if you don't disagree, we're not doing our job. So yeah, today we're back with another draft. Each one of us will be taking 4 kung fu fighting martial arts movies, rounding out a cold list, and then we want to hear what you guys have to say as far as who had the best list overall. So Axel, take us to the wheel and let us know who's got first pick.
It's time for the Wheel of Names. Who gets the first overall pick?
It better not be Eric.
It better not fucking be Eric.
3 in a row?
Oh no. No. Stop.
Yes.
It's Eric. Are you fucking joking?
Yes.
It's rigged.
You're all screwed.
It was about to be me and it just went over. Second overall pick will be it did not go over that time. It will be KD at 2.
Yeah, gotta give me an early pick.
And then between Benjamin and myself, I would like to take 4th. Please give me 4th. I would like 4th. Ben is 3rd.
I knew it was going to
you
happen.
guys are afraid of me being first. Like, it's not like a co-op draft. We all know that you're not going to be picking whatever I pick first anyways.
I'm just saying that the joke is ruined now that you've picked 3 times first in a row. Yeah. The joke is ruined. And me in last place.
How will we ever recover from this?
I just think it's offensive.
Carlbot.
No, there's no more Carlbots. Yep. Carlbot no longer exists.
You killed him? You're a monster.
I did kill Carlbot.
He hit him with a flying kick to the face called dynamic entry.
He did the Dinklebot job.
Give him the chair.
That's some opinion that's very questionable.
Completely unhinged.
I have a feeling I'm going to piss off a few people for this list. I'm definitely not winning this list.
All right, now that I've got the order settled and Axel has already conceded that his list will be terrible, let's pass it over to Eric for pick number 1.
Right. I got first pick.
I'm dying to know what gets picked.
You better
first.
not pick anything on my list because my list is too short to have anything taken off of it.
I don't think you understand. My theoretical list, because I don't actually make lists, is definitely shorter than yours because I have watched very few fighting movies.
I have a few on this list I haven't seen. My
options are going to be what you might call perfect. And we'll start off with John Wick. Because that movie slaps. It's going to be the only good movie on my whole list, I promise.
And you're obviously talking about John Wick 3, right?
Oh, no, John Wick 4.
He said it. You all heard it. He said it.
No, the first John Wick's the best one.
Yeah, that's fair.
Is it?
John Wick 2 is really good. I mean, they're all really good. Don't get me wrong; they are all very solid.
I think
What about Ballerina?
I think they get better the more they make them. Honestly,
I think 4 was the best.
Yeah, I think 4 is the best too.
They're all good.
They're all so good. I'm going with 1. It's probably my favorite. It's a tough one.
I just don't want to watch. I just don't want to watch a dog get, shot.
It's true.
Yeah, fuck all those humans that get murdered.
Someone recommended Chainsaw Man to me, and in the first 3 seconds, the little chainsaw dog dies, and I was like, "Fuck off!" No,
All right, so first pick overall was John Wick. We went with some gun fu a little bit. So what are we getting to, KD?
I cannot believe y'all really gonna leave this for pick number 2. The fighting movie.
Pick number 1? It's obviously not going to be your traditional pick. We all knew that. We all knew you had pick 1. Actual pick 1.
That's true. Actually, he's correct.
Even when he picks first, he doesn't pick first.
There's only one answer. It's the one movie that made multiple generations of white dudes decide they want to learn Wing Chun. And to this day, Dana White calls the main actor the father of mixed martial arts. Hold up. Side note, Dana White, fuck you for saying Bruce Lee's the father of mixed martial arts, because he's not. Is he a great martial artist? But no, he's not the father of mixed martial arts.
Can I stop y'all real fast? Can we just say fuck you, Dana White, just overall? Fuck that dude.
Yeah,
fuck that dude.
I'm with him. Underpays his fighters, shitty human.
To be honest, thought that was a woman. Don't know who Dana White is, apparently.
He's the owner of the UFC.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't know the name.
Oh, UFC so much for the boxing. No, so I get the fuck out of here. Anyways, the film is Enter the Dragon.
Yeah, that was always going to be the first actual real pick.
Yeah, totally forgot that was a movie.
It's great. Bruce Lee beats the shit out some dudes. The white dude from America, the tall black dude, are hilarious as fuck. That entire ending thing where he does that flash kick to kill the dude with the fucking metal bear claws is hilarious. It's worth your time. Go watch Enter the Dragon.
So the unfortunate news here is I've just lost 2 out of my 13 movies. I'm getting a bit worried that I might not have a movie by the end.
You knew I was you were gonna try and steal John Wick from me, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, I mean, that was gonna be my first pick too.
What?
It would have been mine as well.
I have enough movies where I think only KD would go near them, and KD would pick other movies before those. So I think my main 4 are safe.
Y'all are all crazy. John Wick is great.
Not one of you should have picked John Wick first other than me.
Over Into the fucking Dragon. Get the fuck out of here. All right.
Over Rocky?
Please continue.
I've got a good one for you for 3, though.
All right,
I think you'll be pleased with 3. At 3, I'm taking Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yeah, that has to be on there.
I'm down to 10 movies.
I think you'll be okay, Axel. You got back-to-back picks.
Man. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
2 of his picks.
I watched it in high school. Okay, so I watched that movie the first time in a subclass in high school because they didn't want to teach us, so they put that movie on. And it completely unlocked something in my brain, and I had no idea what I was watching the entire time. I was like, this is amazing. This is insane. I never watched it again, and because that memory is just so good. I don't want to fucking ruin it. Ben, you have actually seen that movie, right? You're not just picking it because of the quality level of the movie, right?
I've seen some of it.
He pleads the 5th. Just say you plead the 5th.
I do. I plead the 5th. I've seen a little bit of it a long time ago, but I know how well respected that movie is.
The point of pleading the 5th is not to defend pleading the 5th.
You're right. Fuck you. You already got more than you deserve.
There you go. All right, Axel. You got 2 picks here. Get half your list before we get the rest of it.
I do have 2 picks here.
And here goes the rest of my list.
No, I don't think either of the 2 movies I'm going to say are on your list. I'd be surprised if they were.
All right, I'll let you know if you hurt me here.
Like I said, I think all 4 of my movies are going to be outside everyone's list, which definitely means I'm probably not winning this draft.
It's okay. I already forgot one of the movies I was going to.
How could you forget one of your 3 options?
That's just how my brain works. I don't know what to tell you. It moved on to other things.
Nothing but brain rot.
All that's up here is how to program UI and SpongeBob memes. That's it.
With my first pick, also known as the 4th overall pick, I'm going to go with Ong Bak, the Thai Warrior.
That's a really good one. It's a really solid
movie
one.
Fucking slaps.
That sure is a movie title.
That's
It sure is.
That was on my radar. That was on my radar.
Like I said, there's only one person here that would have had that movie on their radar. If you want to watch a really good, it's fucking Tony Jaa. He's one of the best, like, on-screen martial artists. He hits just so hard. At least it looks like. It's all about elbows. And that movie just, oh man, he's so good in it.
He's doing a lot of Muay Thai, and it looks
devastating.
ferocious.
Yeah, it looks fucking devastating.
Yeah, elbows are brutal.
And just if you've never seen it, highly recommend it. It's really, really great. For my second pick, I am going to go with Ip Man.
Is it actually pronounced Ip Man?
Yeah.
Yes.
I've always heard people say IP Man.
It's Ip Man.
It's definitely Ip
They're
Man.
crazy. All right, cool.
Another master of the craft. They made 6 movies out of it. He is very old today, but man, it's just so good. Those 2 movies really made my foundation of fighting movies. I understand it's not everybody's foundation, but those are the 2 movies that got me interested in the genre. I understand most people get interested because of Jet Li or Bruce Lee. Those 2 were my introduction to the fighting genre. I'm very happy they fell to me. Very, very happy. I absolutely love those movies. If you've never watched them, I really recommend it. They're both fantastic in their own ways. So that will be pick 6 will be Ben.
Pick 5.
No, pick 6.
No, 6. You had 5. I don't know what planet I'm on. It might be Earth. It might be something else. Where am I? For 6, I think I'll hold off on this one that I was going to do because I think it'll still be there later. So
That's a ballsy take.
in the name, I'm going to go Raging Bull.
I had it on my list too, and I took it off a little bit earlier.
I had it on my panic list in case someone randomly took one of the ones I was going to go with.
I mean, you can never go wrong with Jake LaMotta beating the shit out of people. So
I
can't complain.
I wonder how many boxing movies we're gonna have.
Probably a good
not
number.
many.
Most of my list is boxing movies.
Fair enough.
Y'all gotta go watch some old school karate flicks, man. There's some great ones out there.
I picked 2 actually old school movies here.
Also opened with Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like 70. Like my next pick.
7 Samurai is
You
about
don't-
to be picked.
No, I'm going with some wild ones today. If you haven't seen these movies, please go see them. They are great. In the 70s, to this day, this genre called blaxploitation. It's just black folks making films for black people about wild shit. Great. So I mentioned my first film was Enter the Dragon, and the black dude in it. That man's name is Jim Kelly. He's a legitimate top flight martial artist. Trained with Bruce Lee, was great in Hollywood. He, another man, and former NFL great Jim Brown made a movie called 3 the Fucking Hard Way. It is fantastic. Just running around the hood beating people's asses. That's what they doing. The entire film.
What is it
3
called?
the Hard Way. 3 the Hard Way.
3 the Hard Way. I don't think I've ever heard of this movie.
Fantastic flick. Jim Kelly, legitimately one of the great martial artists and martial arts actors. Check it out. Plus, Jim Brown's actually a really good actor, which is hilarious. So, 3 the Hard Way, fantastic film. Check it out.
That is one of the cheesiest posters of all time.
It is pretty fucking cheesy.
I do wish that I
lot of
hadn't
old
made the
fighting
thumbnail
movie.
already.
A lot of old fighting movie posters are real cheesy.
After
I mean,
his
you're not
wife
wrong.
is kidnapped by a group of white supremacists. Yeah, I'm done reading. This is on my fucking watch list. Instantly goes to my watch list. Are you fucking joking? Just a bunch of black dude whooping a bunch of racist white dudes? Yeah, I'm fucking in. You sold me. Record producer teams up with a PR man and a martial artist to get her back and put a step to their plot to poison the water supply with a toxin that only kills black people.
What?
What is
That actually sounds really funny.
It's great. It's fantastic.
But one of the first comment is, it doesn't get any better than watching Jim Kelly, Fred Williamson, and Jim Brown punch, kick, shoot, and maim, and set on fire a bunch of Nazi fucks.
You want to have a great afternoon? Watch Free the Hard Way.
Yeah, it's on my watch list. It is on my watch list now. That movie sounds fucking wild. It only had a single theatrical release. It only was shown in the US.
Blaxploitation, baby. Black folks went out to see it too. It was great. All right, Eric, what you got?
That's fucking
we're
funny.
back to me already.
Holy shit.
Got 2 picks. You got 2 picks, brother. What you got?
Oh, I got 2 picks for you. Maybe.
Do you? Or who are you trying to convince, me or you?
Me. I'm gonna go with movies that I enjoyed, regardless of whether they're Rocky or not.
My list is Rocky 1, Rocky 2, Rocky 3.
I'm gonna go with Real Steel.
No fucking
Oh my
way.
God.
I can't fucking believe I called that.
It's only because he mentioned it earlier and you were like, that is a movie I can add to my
Someone
list.
mentioned that earlier?
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention.
I literally said, don't worry, Eric, Real Steel will be available for you.
I didn't even hear that.
Oh my gosh.
Just totally didn't hear that, and it was just what I was gonna pick anyways.
So my thing about Real Steel is like, yeah, it's fine. But come on, man. Like,
it's a fun movie.
We're about to get back to that fun.
This is the thing that we're going to be talking about the most in like a year when we continue doing this. What is a fun movie versus what is a good movie?
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just like, it's so like, it's cheesy in a bad way, if you know what I mean.
Like every fighting movie?
No. Through the Hard Way.
Every fighting movie?
Like the vast majority of fighting movies?
Not even the vast majority. We're not doing this again. We're not doing the fun versus good debate. No. It's just cheesy in the wrong ways.
Why?
Like 90% of fighting movies?
Not 90% of fighting movies.
Well, 90% of the movies that he watches.
Maybe not 90%.
I mean, that one might be fair.
Maybe not 90% of the top echelon of fighting movies like we're looking at. Like you're looking at the best of the best fighting movies. The vast majority of fighting movies, and I mean vast majority, are butt and cheesy as hell.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, you're talking about like Never Back Down or like the super inspirational. Oh, I came in and started fighting for my family and I'm bringing everybody back. I'm talking about, man, this dude stole my wife and he's a KKK member or a nefarious doctor in the jungle. And all I'm doing is going to beat his ass.
You're talking about the best of the fighting movies. I'm talking about as fighting in a complete genre. There are so many ridiculous, cheesy Japanese and Chinese fighting movies. It's insane.
Right, but
they're part of the genre. That's what I'm saying. 90% of the genre is cheesy as hell.
Yeah, but that's not.
You're only looking at the top of the genre.
No, I'm talking about like that cheese is fine. That's like some fine Gouda over here. I fucks with that cheese. I'm talking about that. Oh, I gotta bring my family together by punching this dude in the face because my kid left me cheese. That's like some cheese whiz. I'm like, yeah, I'll eat it. But am I gonna like myself afterwards?
Respectfully, Never Back Down, Catching a Stray there is offensive. Never Back Down is a fun fucking movie. That movie is on my list. How dare you?
I decided to ask ChatGPT
to
verify Eric's bold statement, and this is its response. Saying 90% of fighting movies are cheesy is an overstatement, but there's a grain of truth depending on what you're counting and your expectations. And then it gave a whole bunch of bullet point lists talking about stuff that we don't care about. And then its final summary is, so the realistic estimate is maybe between 40 to 60% of fighting movies are cheesy, depending on what you include, but not 90% unless you're watching only bargain bin martial arts flicks.
You know what? Y'all got it. Man, y'all got it. Y'all got it. That's y'all.
Yeah, well, if you're excited about that one, boy, do I have a second pick for you.
Kung Fu Panda, here it is.
Kung Fu Panda, here it is.
Oh no, it's not Kung Fu Panda. It's Roadhouse.
Oh,
Roadhouse,
the new one, right? The remake.
Yeah, I like the. No, they're both good. I like Jake Gyllenhaal in the new one.
It's not bad. It's really not bad. So there's some good clips from it.
Except for fucking McGregor. He's terrible in it.
Fair. But Conor McGregor's terrible in just general. So, what's new? Here's my thing about Roadhouse. I would say Roadhouse is a more valid pick than fucking Real Steel. Roadhouse is infinitely quotable. And it's a great, like Patrick Swayze's beating the shit off them dudes. Also, one of my favorite lines of all times in that movie. Are you all right? Yeah, pain don't hurt. So good.
My question is, I don't actually know which one you're picking, the original or the new one?
Oh,
why not both?
Because that would be two movies.
I do like Jake Gyllenhaal in the new one a lot, but I feel like I don't know. That's a tough one. I'll go with the classic.
The classic. Looking at your list through lenses of I'm here to have fun, I get your list. I get it.
They're fun movies.
I don't think there's a not fun movie on this list. Maybe Raging Bull.
Yeah, Raging Bull is not a fun movie.
But other than that, all of our movies have been like, it's pretty fun. All right.
Well, let's see what your next not fun pick is, KD.
Motherfucker, it's The Last Dragon. That movie is great. It's fun. It's got a dude named Show Nuff in it that busts in my man's place in Harlem and just starts throwing hands. The main character's name is Bruce Leroy. Motherfucker, that movie is great.
But it ain't Real Steel.
Yes. If
Jenkins?
you've never...
Is his name Leroy Jenkins?
No, it's
I think you're watching a different thing.
It's Bruce Leroy. It's a real thing.
I'm looking.
This motherfucker goes Super Saiyan in the movie. I shit you not.
You're doing another black exploitation movie.
Yes!
Okay.
I did Enter the Dragon because it's great, and my next real blaxploitation.
Would y'all like to hear the summary for this nonsense?
I mean, tell him. Let him
as good as the last one?
Arguably better.
A young man searches for the master to obtain the final level of martial arts mastery known as the Glow. Along the way, he must fight an evil martial arts expert and rescue a beautiful singer from an obsessed music promoter.
I kid you not. Please, Axel, cut in the scene of the Glow here. He literally goes fucking Super Saiyan, and it's so funny. We need to have interviews with the director.
I mean, hey, if you can get them in contact, I'm always down.
Hey, I'll try.
I've been thinking about hitting up a few other podcasts that do similar stuff to us and see if we can get someone to join us for an episode. Not exactly the same thing, but like Danny Moda would be someone that I'd love to have on. I don't know if anybody here knows who that is, but I think he'd be a really good fit. Yeah. Okay, so The Last Dragon is Katie's third pick.
Second. Wait.
Third pick.
No, yeah, third.
No, second pick.
Third. No, third.
Yeah.
You had Enter the Dragon, The Last Dragon, and 3 The Hard Way.
3 The Hard Way.
We're real good at what we do, guys.
I have a list. I'm following it exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Started at the top. Now I'm here.
I can't believe I can't believe Never Back Down caught a stray earlier. I'm still upset about that.
Look, I'm not saying that's a bad movie. I'm saying it's got that sentimental cheese. That I gotta bring my family back together.
Sprinkled on top.
I'm just saying you John Wicked Never Back Down, and I find that offensive. That's all. Because it caught a stray.
John Wick just caught a stray.
Ben is like, I fucking hate being here. All right, Ben, what do we got for your third pick?
I'm going to try and sneak a Gun Fu movie in here, too. I'm going to try and slide The Matrix in here.
I don't see why it wouldn't count.
Yeah, I think we'll let it slide.
I thought you
were going
in that.
I thought you were going Dread. The Matrix definitely fits that bill, I think. It's a good flick. It was just chosen in the music episode. My brother chose it for the highway scene.
Oh yeah, the music in that does smash.
That was a really fun episode, by the way. I really enjoyed doing that episode.
All right, Axel. You got your 2 shots right here. What you got?
Last 2.
Okay, so my last pick is going to be an absolute heart pick. Something that nobody here will know and nobody will have seen. I'm going to go with the Raid 1. The original The Raid movie. It's a movie that was shown to me by a friend in college. He hit me up and he was like, you gotta come see this. It's nonsense, nonstop fighting, and it just completely blew my mind. That movie is just so fucking wild. It's just one dude just trying to climb 20 floors and having to fight everyone on each floor at a time. There's barely any story. It's just fighting on fighting on fighting.
I was able to glean that from the poster, which is just a guy standing in front of a big building, and that's it.
How it's always been described to me, is that it's just constant fighting.
Like I said, if you've seen Dredd, it's Dredd without weapons. Those guys ended up becoming the choreographers of Marvel after they filmed The Raid 2. They do all of the fighting scenes for Marvel now.
The best part of that movie is that they really do just kick in the door. It's like, bet, and just start throwing hands, and it's great.
The first 5 minutes is like, hey, here's 20 cops. And then 5 minutes later, here's 1 cop left.
I have an appreciation for the amount of effort that goes into choreographing like extended fight scenes like that, because it's literally like dancing, but like with the cost of like, if you mess up, you might get a black eye.
They had to stop filming once because one of them broke the leg of the other.
Yep.
And they had to like wait like 3 months to like refilm that scene.
They was really scrapping.
It looks real because it is mostly real.
If someone broke their leg, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's probably mostly real.
All right, Axel, what's your second pick?
My last pick is a completely heart pick. It's something that I don't know if anybody here has seen. It is a movie made by Luc
Wolverine.
It's a movie that was made by Luc Besson. The man that made The Fifth Element, the man that made La Femme Nikita. He made a movie with the creator, the original person that started the whole parkour movement, called David Bell. It is going to be District B13.
Never heard of it, but I'll check it out.
It is French parkour martial arts with David Bell, who's the original creator of parkour. That movie is fucking wild. Imagine if Paris was taken over by a bunch of gangs and walled all the way around, because instead of trying to like get them out, they just walled them in. And now they control that entire territory, and it's just 5 gangs just trying to fuck each other up.
I'm not gonna lie, this might be the worst movie poster I've ever seen.
I'm interested. I don't know which poster. They made 2 of them. That's how good it is.
I'm looking on Letterboxd.
That reminds me of The Warrior.
It is 20 years old. Remember that.
This looks like my intro to Photoshop class, something I'd have made.
It is pretty fucking bad. Holy shit. It is fucking terrible. Holy shit, that is awful. Holy fucking duck, that's terrible.
Everywhere you look, it just gets worse.
Well, I can tell you one thing. The movie is better than the poster.
Oh, I hope. The bar is low.
It is not a high bar to get over.
It's a low fucking bar, but it's great.
All right, so that is my 4th pick.
It's on me.
Hardcore parkour.
I really want to try and slide Deadpool and Wolverine in here just to spite Eric, but no, that's not gonna fly. It's not a fighting movie.
There's 3 of us going nope.
Listen, I just need to make sure. I don't even care. I just wanted to spite Eric and his hate of Deadpool.
He does hate Deadpool. I don't know why.
I've explained it in detail multiple times. I've explained it in detail so many times, you know exactly why, and I'll do it again if I have to.
Why don't you break the fourth wall for us now and tell us all about it?
No.
That is fair.
So this list wouldn't be complete, and we would be lying to our viewers if we didn't include the Karate Kid, so I'm taking the Karate Kid. First one, absolutely the first one.
But everyone knows Karate Kid 3 is the best one. It's a masterpiece.
I thought you were talking about Karate Kid with Willow Smith.
I think we've done this before. I think this bit has been done before in this group.
Probably has been.
I have vivid memories.
All right. Anyways, sorry for rehashing all bits, folks. But yeah, the Karate Kid, Daniel San, sweep the leg.
Movie slaps.
Rest in peace to Mr. Miyagi.
Classic.
Great. It's probably the most famous fighting movie.
No, that would be three. That would be Three Ninjas.
Oh, my soul! It just died.
I'm not saying it's the best fighting movie. I'm saying it's probably the most famous, the most well known.
God, I want to take Black Dynamite because it's a parody of the other two movies. It's crazier. Black Dynamite's fantastic. The Contender as a boxing movie because I'm a boxing guy. Contender is fantastic.
Contender is great.
But I would be hard pressed to leave this off the list. Big Trouble in Little China has to be on my list.
There's a lot of things getting left off these lists.
All right, Eric, take us home.
Well, we started high and we're going to end high. Ish. You
want that shit back so fast?
You sold it up and then let it out.
Not a good movie,
oh my God.
But it's a fun movie. Crank High Voltage.
I think
that's right on the line. I gotta give it.
There is so much hand-to-hand fighting in that.
High Voltage is the second one, isn't it?
Yes.
You're taking the second one?
The one where heart gets replaced and he has to constantly shock himself.
The moment in Crank High Voltage I want to call out to people is he grabs onto an electrical transformer, shocks himself so much, he turns himself into a big-headed kaiju that has to fight another dude as a kaiju as they stomp around the power plant. It is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
The tagline for this movie was, "He was dead, but he got better."
What a choice. I love that choice.
Oh my gosh.
That is a crazy choice. That is a crazy pick.
It really is fucking crazy.
Will only mildly deny that it's crazy, but it's a fun movie.
This review is really a good sell for it. It says, we only got 2 Crank films, yet they're rebooting Batman for the 408th time. As a great man once said, fuck that.
I would absolutely watch Crank 3.
Okay, so honorable mentions, I had Unleashed. I don't know if anybody here's seen it. It's a Jet Li movie about him being a captive and pretty much becomes like a fighting dog. He's forced to fight for like a mobster. The movie's a little fucked up.
Every time he cracked the collar off, he just starts beating the shit out of people. Yeah, I remember Unleashed.
Yeah, it's slavery with extra steps is what happens in that movie. Southpaw, which is my favorite boxing movie.
Sure, it's fine when you quote Rick and Morty, but if I do it once or twice, I'm the boy who cried.
You're the boy that cried,
Rick.
Yeah. And my final movie was Old Boy, simply because of the fucking hallway scene. If you don't know what I'm talking about when I say hallway scene, just do yourself a favor and at the very least watch that scene.
You want to do my honorable mentions?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're pretty obvious, I think, so I don't think anyone will be surprised by them. And some of them are only honorable mentions because they didn't get picked, but they probably should have been. Rocky was obviously on there. Creed was on there. $1 Million Baby was another one.
Oh man, that's tough.
And then Cinderella Man.
Yep, Cinderella Man was
Yeah, those are my 4 that I had that didn't get picked.
Karsten, what do you have as your list?
My list, the greatest list of all time, is Enter the Dragon, starring Bruce Lee, 3 the Hard Way, The Last Dragon, and finally, Big Trouble in Little China. Ben, what's your list?
First, we got Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Followed up with Raging Bull. Then we snuck in The Matrix. And we closed it out with The Karate Kid.
Fuck, that's a good list too. Eric, what do you got?
The actual best list you asked for, I see. John Wick, then Real Steel. We're killing it.
Literally, one extreme to the other.
Yep. Sometimes best lists look like that, Ben. I don't know what to tell you. I just give you the facts. Then we go to Roadhouse, and staying strong at the end with Crank High Voltage.
You know, he's going to get a fuck ton of votes just because how ridiculous that list is. And for me, I started with Ong Bak, the Thai warrior. Then I went to Ip Man. Then I rounded it out with The Raid. And finished it with a French classic, District B13, with the greatest poster of all time. I didn't grab a single American movie, which actually I'm pretty stoked about.
We hope you had a great time. Definitely watch some of these flicks. Also, interact. Give us a like. Tell us who you think won. Tell us your favorite karate flick. Tell us what we should be watching on a Friday night. It was absolutely not Eric. Whatever you say, it was not Eric.
That is some horse donkery. We all agreed that my list was the best. It was unanimous, and that's all that matters.
The fact that you didn't have Kung Fu Panda made your list unwatchable.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. And as always, what's up?
Certified bad takes. We did our best, and by best, I mean chaotic and emotional. We'll see you next week with a new fun draft.